Welcome. This is Andra Speaks Out, Volume 5. I want to just spend a moment or two just speaking with you today about security, about what allows you to know that you have what you need in order to get to the other side. There's a story in the Bible of Jesus and his disciples boarding a boat and he giving them command, let us go to the other side. In the process, he gets to the bow of the ship and he lays down upon a pillow and he takes a nap. As they travel across the lake, a great storm arose. Sounds familiar, does it? You know where you're going and you're en route to your destination. You know how to get there. But between knowing and arriving, a storm arises. The vicissitudes of life show up. And so you have a dilemma in your life. And that was what was going on here. However, he lay asleep. Wow, that's amazing because sometimes I try to sleep. But when the vicissitudes of life show up, I have a problem sleeping because I have an insecurity of how am I going to get to the other side. So I sit up some nights and I pray, or I sit up and I study and I try to find the solution. And I try to make sure that I have it worked out by morning so that I can get up and travel into my day with assurance. See, assurance is a comforting thing, but when there is no assurance, how do you get to the other side with rest? How do you get to the other side in peace? Oh, that's a question that I'd like to pose today. How to get there in peace? The storm is going to come at some point in your life. The storm is going to come. It may be a financial storm. It may be a storm with your children. It may be a storm with your career. It may be a storm in your household. It may be a storm in your relationship. The storm is going to come. It may be a storm in your health. It may be just simply a storm in your faith. But the storm is coming. So the question is how do you get to the other side with assurance that it's going to be okay? Do you know how to get there? Do you know how to rest in faith? Do you know how to believe that God is in control even though you can't see the solution, even though you can't determine the outcome, and even though you don't know how you're going to get there? Do you know that you're going to get there? And do you know that when you get there, all that you anticipated being there will be there waiting on you, applauding your arrival because it knew you was coming? The universe knows that it has been responsible all your life for getting you to where you are. God knows that he has already fortified the path and the boat is secure. The storm will not break the boat. But what you've got to do is simply be able to just rest knowing who created the storm. That's the problem. We don't know who created the storm. If God created the storm and he sent you into the storm and he told you were coming out of the storm, then why are we worried about the storm? Stop worrying about the storm. I'm talking to not just yourself. I'm talking to me too. Stop worrying about the storm. Fix your eyes on the Creator. Fix your eyes on the navigator. Fix your eyes on the pilot and the captain of the boat. And then just rest knowing he's got you. He made you. He orchestrated your path. Yes, he may have sent you into the storm, but he knows you're strong enough to come out of the storm. He knows you're strong enough to endure the storm, and he knows that the storm is never going to extend its capability. He sent it there. He gave it a command. Don't touch my child. Don't harm him. Don't harm him. Send a little turbulence to the boat. Send a little turbulence to the boat. Shake it up a little bit so that he can pray a little harder, so that she can cry out and know that I am God. But don't touch my child. So why are we worried about the storm? Child of God, rest assurance Rest assured that you may not know how you're going to come out of this, but you're coming out. So just lay down and rest and just know that He is God. I just wanted to speak that to you. Peace, my brother. Peace, my sister. This is Andra Speaks Out, Volume 5.